What's good, y'all? It's your girl Ayana, and today I am back with a rant for y'all. Now, if you don't know what day it is, today is February 1st. And it's not just February 1st, it is the beginning of Black History Month. I know y'all know that's right. You know what I'm saying? I heard that this Black History Month is actually the 100th anniversary of its inception. And you know what I mean? Yo, that is insane on two different reasons though. Like on one hand, it's wow, it's been 100 years, but also it's only been 100 years. Child, Black history has been forever. The fact that it's only been recognized for 100 years is nasty work, which gets me into my topic for the day. Here are my thoughts on this month's Black History Month. This year's 2026 Black History Month. I have beef, I have qualms, I have thought. So here we go. Black History Month in years past, yes, it's a time of celebration, but we saw businesses pop out for Black History Month at some point. And yes, we knew it was profiting off of Black lives. We already knew that. We knew that they profited. We knew that they did Black History Month because it was trendy. We knew that, y'all. But I'm gonna be real. There is a piece of bitterness in my spirit of knowing that we're not going to see nearly as many businesses champion Black History Month as we once did. I remember that Juneteenth ice cream I saw one year. I will never forget that. As kooky and as performative as that ice cream was, I'm not going to see a lick of it. Pun intended. I doubt I'm gonna see the Black History section in Target. Not like I'm in Target in the first place, but they sure as hell ain't gonna do no damn corner section. Or actually, you know, I take it back. They gonna do a Black History Month section in Target because they have to try to attract back Black creators and Black shoppers. So they will try to do that. I'll be real. But this year's BHM has to be. It's gonna be the first time we don't have business support in the way that we did. And Black History Month is going to feel both much quieter, but I also think it's going to feel so much more Black, if you know what I mean. Because a lot of the activities that we're thinking of having, a lot of the sales, the products, I feel like it's going to be so much more for us, specifically by us. You know what I mean? I already have a couple of events I'm going to now this month lined up, and seeing community come out to curate itself, seeing community come out to come together and celebrate this month despite everything that's happening in society is truly a beautiful thing. I love that despite everything, we as Black folks are still choosing to be just as Black as we are. You know what I mean? No matter, Black joy will not ever go away. We gonna be joyous regardless of the situation. We will persevere through this. Now, on a different note though, how do I best explain it? Black History Month for me equally feels like how I felt about Christmas, how I felt about New Year's. It doesn't feel, because of everything that's happening, it is difficult to feel like it's a time to celebrate. You know what I mean? It feels difficult to get into the spirit of celebration right now. I watching how they're treating Black lives, watching how, well, they've always treated us like this though, like, right? Like that's the argument back. This isn't anything new for the Black community. It just, I don't know, y'all. It just, on one hand, it just feels like, man, I don't feel like I want to celebrate. I feel like I feel like because of all the business pullback, it makes it really feel like Black History Month was championed at some point. When now the veil is gone, and it's like, oh no, don't get it twisted. Blackness was celebrated because Blackness was trendy. Blackness in community will always be celebrated, but Blackness being shown in white spaces, in non-Black spaces, was shown partially because we had support, because we had allyship, but also because it was profitable. And now that it's not considered profitable in society, it's not being championed anymore. It feels like an erasure. especially as I'm watching what's happening within a lot of our black museums, especially the main one in DC, watching our history be erased, watching our people get snatched up, our journalists get snatched up. It's I can see why the black journey is perseverance. It's despite the odds, we will overcome. And y'all, I definitely hope with this Black History Month, despite everything that's happening, we all come together. You know what I mean? We still come together as one, and we celebrate us. We come together and we celebrate us. I think it's especially just I'm not surprised if we see some shenanigans pop off, you know what I mean, especially with this administration. I'm not surprised if we're going to see some shenanigans pop off that try to make us very upset, that try to get us to act and try to get us to not quite act out of character, but start to resist. And I say that because this is, you know what, I'm going to just be blunt on the podcast. I'm going to just be real with it. It's already talked about that something or other is going to happen to try to get black folks to not quite incite violence, but they're trying to have a reason to start martial law. And something tells me that something within Black History Month will be the thing. You know what I mean? It's going something in Black History Month, something targeting blackness in a month such as this will be the thing that will cause uproar. That's the word for it. For them to try to incite it. And all I can do is sigh. A lot of the conversations when he first took office was black women in particular, especially black women. Sit this one out. Sit down. Take care of yourself. Take care of your mental. Take care of your people. Cultivate community privately. And stay off the front lines of protesting, of speaking out, and the like. Now, obviously, we are still talking. We are still speaking. But you don't see us out there protesting too often because it's not our time to do this anymore. You know what I mean? It's one, knowing that if we're out here protesting, they're going to target us first, because of course they will, and they're going to try to use this as a way to incite even more violence. It's terrifying. It's definitely it's terrifying to witness. I don't think it's enough for me to say it's terrifying to be black in America, because when is it not? Right? When is it not? And it's disappointing. And genuinely, this is the first year that I feel like I haven't looked forward to Black History Month. I feel like every year in years past, I'm like, oh, it's the jokes be circulating of like, oh, if you only half black, you only get half the day, you only get half the month. Those jokes are still kind of there, but also it's toned down a bit. I think people are still trying to feel that semblance of joy, feel that semblance of celebration. But I think a lot of people right now are just like, man, I'm tired. January has been shit. Honestly, the past few years have been quite hellish in nature. Let's be real. Folks are struggling out here. Folks are struggling to eat. Folks are struggling to get work, struggling to make ends meet. And it makes any form of celebration difficult. But it especially makes Black History Month difficult, seeing how much of our community is struggling right now, too. I think that the events that are going to be had, because I know that there's going to be some that's going to focus on, fundraising, that's going to be focusing on giving back to community. Those, I think, are going to be, even in and outside of Black History Month, vital for the sake of our community, right? Finding ways to ensure that we continuously have opportunity will be vital as we're watching the collapse of this system, Um, but yeah, y'all. It's a short conversation tonight, but I had some thoughts as we've entered into this Black History Month that really is me saying I'm conflicted right now. I thought I would be, getting on the internet, just be like, Happy Black History Month, it's Black Month. Go ahead, send me my little, my little Cash App, my little Zelle, my little PayPal. But I'm instead sitting here after everything that's transpired. And I'm like, I'm just thankful I made it here. You know what I mean? I'm thankful I even made it to this month. I wish our community was in a better state. And it leaves me pretty sad. But there's so much joy to celebrate, so much art. I can't wait to see the art, y'all. So much art, so much culture, so much to celebrate within us. We're such a multifaceted people. And it truly is a beautiful thing. I'm putting actually a plug of like one thing that I'm going to. So here in North Carolina, there's a group called, I have to pull it up. I'm sorry. I did just move here, y'all, like a couple months ago. So I'm still trying to get around to everything. No shade. But there is a, how do I explain it? It's like curated culinary experiences celebrating Black culture. It's not just culinary, but it's, how do I best explain it? It's not like a social committee, but it's an experimental group. You can have a bunch of different like events through this group, basically, right? It's called Taste of Black, and they are hosting something called Melanin Motion, and they're titling it as an intentional collaboration with creators and community. It is a wellness creative focused event, and they're gonna have like wellness vendors. They're gonna have wellness events. Like I saw a Pilates workshop happening. I saw a sound bath workshop happening. I saw that like it's gonna be at this like smaller art museum that's gonna have like an exhibit on display. Like this is what I mean. You know what I mean? Like this is the things that I'm like this is going to be so beautiful to be in community right now, to be amongst our people in this moment. This is going to be beautiful. Now, this is a part of their like Valentine's Day focus series, but it's still landing within Black History Month. I'm still going to celebrate it as such. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, but I'm excited, but yeah, I'm excited, but I'm conflicted. I wish I could hug all y'all right now, tell y'all that it's gonna be alright, tell y'all that we got this, that we're gonna get through this because we always have. Keep our heads up high and keep celebrating, keep smiling, keep laughing, keep loving, keep being, and keep being joyous. And that's all that we can hold on to right now. Just the joy is there's a phrase for it. Joy is resistance. It's a rebellion against a lot everything that's happening right now. Keep your joy. Keep your happiness. And I hope you have a great Black History Month. Have a good one.